Okay, what's up, fam? It's your boy Mike the Pilot. Hey, listen, it's Thanksgiving morning, and just want to drop this quick message on you guys. First of all, happy Thanksgiving. I call this freestyling. Got no notes. I have no notes. I do no proper grammar. I have no notes, and I'm just gonna speak from my spirit, from my heart. A couple things I want to share as I piece this together. So I want to start with a couple stories and real brief stories, just to sort of bring this all back home. So last year, my mom, I was up here in Maryland visiting my folks. I'm up here at my parents' house. If you can't tell, I've got, my mom. I'm sitting in my dad's chair, okay, and we got memorabilia around the house. I'm not going to show you too much. I will show you this. I'm going to show you this pellet stove. Pellet stove sits over in the corner. I'm up here in the north, and they're more prominent, in the northern states. You can get them at Lowe's, for you southern folks. But man, I'm down here in the den. I get here, and it's like, I'm home. This is the safest place in the world, next to my place down in North Carolina for me. So I'm in a good space here. This is home for me. This is home. This is home base. But I want to drop some stuff on you guys as we go into our Thanksgiving day. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Be safe out there, please. If you're frying turkeys, use peanut oil. Google how to fry a turkey. Okay, don't burn your house down trying to fry your turkey. Okay, but just be safe out there. If you're traveling, be safe on the highways and byways and the roads. Do they even have byways anymore? What's a byway?
That's more than music.
I don't know.
That's an experience.
Anyway, be safe out there on that road. I mean, just chill out. You're gonna get to where you're trying to get to. Just be safe and get there safely, okay? So there's a couple things I want to mention to piece this thing together here. So last year, my mom, she was like, I want everybody to get up and talk about what they're thankful for. So we formed a circle, and each one of us, went around this. We went around the circle, and each one of us mentioned what we were thankful for. And we have so much to be thankful for. Number one, I'm just thankful to be here this year again. Okay, so you should be thankful just to be alive again on Thanksgiving Day. So that's at least one thing you got to be thankful for. So the point I'm trying to make is there's so much for us to be thankful for in our lives. Second piece I want to put on the table is this. I was flying the other day. I'm not even going to mention the airline. I'm not going to mention where I was at. Anything. All I'm going to simply say is this. I was flying through an airport, commercial, and I went up to a gate to ask a question to one of the gate agents. And, I don't know what was going on in her day, and, I'm not going to judge her and condemn her. But she was very short. Just her disposition was very, very rude, to be honest with you. Maybe in a bad mood. I don't know. Maybe having a bad day. So I remember I said to her, I said, smile. You'd be amazed at how your life can change, how your day can change, how your attitude can change if you just smile. Even if you're in a bad mood, just smile. Okay. At any rate, I said something. I was just joking. I said, hey, I said, smile. And she looked at me and she says, for what? I mean, this real stern look. And she's like, for what? Now, I could have spent 30 minutes there educating her on why she should smile and all the reasons she would have to smile. But all I simply said was, because you're alive. And I walked on and got on my plane. Okay? I see you, Ebony. I see you watching. Thank you for joining. You may be the only one watching this early. I don't really do videos for people to like get on and watch live. I mean, and they do, that's cool. I don't get caught up in that. I know a lot of folks will come back and watch it later, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. So, I appreciate you being up this early. You're probably up cooking and moving about like I hear my mom upstairs doing. But happy Thanksgiving. I love you. Tell everybody in the fam, we love you all, and hope to see you soon. anyway, I'm getting back to my story. So that's the other piece. You have so many reasons to be thankful. Number one, if you're breathing, first of all, number one, watch this. If you're watching this video, that's a reason enough for you to be happy, because you're breathing, you're living, you're able to watch, you can see, you got cognitive senses to be able to determine what I'm saying, okay, hopefully. But just the fact that you're watching this video is enough to be thankful for. So what I want to say is this. Be thankful, be grateful. Be grateful. Y'all have heard me talk about this before. Be grateful. I go back to my mentor, one of my good mentors, who always talked about a story when he didn't have something, he didn't have some money he needed, and he found out the reason he didn't have it was because he wasn't grateful for the stuff he already had. Think about that. Think about being grateful for just what you already have and not what you want. Okay, so don't focus on what you want so much. Focus on being happy and grateful for the things that you have in your life now. And all the other things will come. All the other things that you want will come. And as my mentor explained to us, he said, in his opinion, and I concur, I believe it. I believe that, God won't bless you if you're not grateful for the things that you already have. He won't bless you with more things. But when you show your gratitude and gratefulness for what you have, that's when God says, okay, I'm going to give you a little bit more, and I'm going to give you a little bit more. And then he said, okay, you know how to handle this, so I'm going to give you a lot now. Okay? And then that's when you always have to say, my mantra is, stay humble, work hard, be grateful. Okay? So, that's really it. That's really it. I'm up here in Maryland with my folks. I want to send a shout out to all my family down in North Carolina. I can't be in two places at the same time. I wish I could. We all do. But it is what it is. I'm up here in Maryland with my family up here, but I'm in North Carolina in spirit with my family down there. I love you all, and you all have a happy Thanksgiving down there. So based on that, I'm not gonna take up no more time with y'all this morning. 7 o'clock. I'm sure there's a lot of folks up now staring about, cooking. I hear my mom upstairs cooking, and house smells great. I'm down here in the den. Hopefully our Thanksgiving Day parade will be able to fly their floats. Shout out to the Morgan State Bears marching band who will lead the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. I'm from Baltimore. I grew up 2 blocks up the street from Morgan State. Actually, it's about 3 or 4 blocks. So that's a hometown connection. And just, be safe. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And remember what I said. See, there's somebody out there that has to get this message. I know. And there's something else that just dropped in my spirit. I got to get this out. Something else just dropped in my spirit. There's somebody out there that's suffering. And I can feel your pain. I can feel your pain. So here, I'm talking to you right now. Everybody else, you can sign off and go cook your food and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm talking to somebody right now. I don't know who you are, but there's somebody out there that's suffering. And here's what's going on. You're suffering, and you've been suffering for a while, and you've asked God to take you out of your misery and out of your suffering, as far as, ending it, as far as not ending your life, but just, take you out of this misery. And you're not sure how much longer it's going to last, and all these uncertainties that you have. And there's so many questions that you have, okay? So many questions that to the point of you even wonder, now listen to me careful here, you even wonder if God can even hear you. So you're suffering. There's so many uncertainties. You've prayed and prayed. People say, well, just pray about it. Take it to God and leave it. Some people say, take it to God and leave it. Some people say, keep telling God you want it, okay? I'm not going to get into that debate. But you prayed, and you're at the point where you're beginning to wonder if God can even hear your prayer. And I want to take you to Psalms chapter 20, verse 1. That says, the Lord hear you in thy day of trouble. Okay, I know that verse by heart because I've used it, and it's a verse that's burned into my spirit because God gave that to me when I was in a bad place one time. So that's for you. whoever you are, I don't know who you are, and that's what I'm going to ask for the rest of you guys to share this video. Now, this may seem like something very, very insignificant to you, but here's the significance when you share this video. There's somebody that has to see this video. I don't know who they are. You may not know who they are. They may not even be friends of mine. They may not even be on my friends list that, you know, when I post something, I show up on their timeline, their feed. But if you share it and somebody else shares, it's like the 3 degrees of separation. If somebody else shares it, if it gets shared 3 or 4 times, this video may reach the person it was intended to reach. And it only got to them because you were obedient and did what you were supposed to do by simply just clicking the share button. You know? And I know there's all kind of reasons why people don't like to share things, and it's, you know, sometimes, and really some of it is just very trivial and immature and just childish. But if you can feel my spirit right now, and you know that this is part of something that's moving you right now, stirring you, that man, maybe I'm the guy, maybe I'm the lady that's part of this link that has to be created for this video to get to that person that was intended to get to. I'm gonna go ahead and just share. I'm talking fast now. Let me slow down. But share this video, please. Just for that reason alone. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's for that person or persons who have to get this message. There's somebody that has to get this on this day. Okay? So that's all I'm going to drop on y'all. I don't want to get too serious here. I'm going to, you know, keep it happy and live. And, you know, I'm not getting too serious, but just wrapping it up. Gonna wrap it up. I love you all. Shout out to everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing all my family that I can see up here in Maryland while I'm here. Got some things lined up. We got a meetup lined up on Saturday here in Joppatown. If you all can come through. It's on my Facebook link. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to seem like I'm promoting the business where we're meeting at. And quite frankly, I went there last night to have some shrimp, and you know, it was okay. You know, I've been there 1 or 2 times before, but I wasn't too really impressed with the atmosphere. I'll leave it at that. So, you know, if we all show up and we don't like the atmosphere, we're going to roll out and go somewhere else. So that's why it's important for you vendors and establishments and businesses to welcome your patrons. You know, if you got 30, you know, I'm going to say we got 30. I hope we have 30 people show up. But, you know, if you got 5, 6, 10 people show up and then they're trying to have a nice little time and the atmosphere ain't right, and they say, okay, y'all, let's roll out to Baldwin's and go get some crabs, or let's go do this. You know, you just lost all that money, that revenue. Okay? So getting back to the young lady who was the gate agent, I'm not going to mention, I don't even know who she was. But she looked at me, she said, I said, smile. She said, why? I said, honey, if you only knew the reasons you had to smile, you have to smile. If you only knew, I could stand here all day and give you reasons. And I could have stood there and lectured her and preached to her. Maybe it would have done some good, maybe it wouldn't have. But all I just said was because you're alive. You got reason enough to smile. So based on that, I love you. I'm going to sign off. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe and be careful out there on that road. And be safe if you're frying turkeys. I don't hear about nobody's house burning down, okay? Peace. Love you.